Welcome back to part 3. The general topic, remember, is acentos. Today we will be studying the palabras graves or llanas. First of all, palabras graves or llanas carries the acento, the stressed syllable, in the second to last. Now remember, we count backwards, right? So not in the last, that's part of the agudas, but in the second to last. Second thing that is very important is that palabras graves only carries the tilde, the acento in written, if they end in something different than en, es, or a vowel. Meaning, if they end in el, you will have to put an acento. I will give you some examples to emphasize what I say here. Stresses in the second to last syllable, and you write down the acento only if they end in something different than en, es, and a vowel. Let me give you the word virus, that is very popular right now. Right? Virus. Remember, the stressed syllable is long in Espanol. The non-stressed syllable is short, so virus. Right? Virus is a grave word. Right? Why? Because carries the stress in the second to last syllable. Remember, we count backwards. Right? Why I do not write down the acento? That's a question to you. Right? You probably can guess now. Well, I cannot write down the acento, and if you say that, you are absolutely correct, because it's ending in es, right? And the palabras graves only carries acento if they end in something different than en, es, or a vowel. I will give you another one. Árbol, right? Árbol. Remember, we count backwards. Bol is the last syllable. R is the second to last. Why am I writing down the acento? Very simple, right? It's ending in L, something different than en, es, or a vowel. So árbol is a grave word that has to carries an acento because it's ending in L and the stressed syllable is the second to last. Let me give you another example. The word comida. Right? Now we have 3 syllables in this one. Comida means food, by the way. Da is the last syllable, mi is the second to last, co is the third to last. And we pronounce that word comida. Comida is the, mi is the stressed syllable, second to last. Why I not write down the acento? Because it's a grave word ending in a vowel. I cannot write down the acento. I will give you other examples, especially if you love pets. It uses the word gato. Gato is a cat, right? Gato, right? To is the last syllable, ga is the second to last, right? So this is a grave word as well, because ga is the stressed syllable. But because it's ending in a vowel, I cannot write down the acento. What if I give you perro? Right? Dog. Right? Same thing, right? Perro. Pe is the stressed syllable and is the second to last. I do not write down the acento because it's ending in O. Now, let me give you another piece of information that hopefully will be beneficial for you. Acentos, the stressed syllable, never change position. Once you find out that X syllable is the stressed one, it will remain there forever. Let's take a word that we studied in the last video. I don't know if you remember the word azul. Right? Azul is an aguda word because has the acento in the last syllable, sul. But what about if I make azul plural? Azules, right? I am adding an extra syllable once I make it plural. But the stressed syllable still is ul. So the acento will remain there, and now that word becomes grave. But I cannot write down the acento either because the ending is an S. And I cannot write down acento if a word ending in N, S, or a vowel, and that word is a grave one. It's the same if I use the word canción, right? Remember, canción carries acento because it's aguda ending in N, right? But if I make it plural, I will say canciones. I'm adding an extra syllable. The ES is an extra syllable. Now the word canciones is a grave one. The acento doesn't move from that O, but I have to remove it because now it's a grave word ending in S. So I have to remove the acento there. That may sound a little bit difficult right now to you, but it's important that you understand that acentos never change location. Once you identify one word with a particular syllable stressed, that particular syllable will remain there forever. I will give you the last example. Examen. Examen. Right? Examen is a grave word. Examen. Right? The second to last syllable is the one that is stressed, is the long one. Right? I don't have to write down the acento because it's ending in N. Right? But if I make this examen plural and I add the extra syllable es as to pluralize it, right? Now we have a situation here. Now we have that the word becomes something different. And I have to write down the accent over that. And that will be the topic for next video. That word, when I make it plural, becomes esdrújula. I don't want to enter into that topic today because it's not today's topic. But a word that is grave, when you make it plural, if you can make it plural, will become immediately esdrújula because you are adding an extra syllable. And because the acento never moves from that particular syllable, if you are adding an extra syllable, now the acento in this particular case, exámenes, will fall into the third to last. And that's the topic for next class. Hopefully you will find this interesting. Hopefully you can work out some words on your own. Hopefully you can practice and challenge yourself in advancing in this particular topic. And we will see each other next video to finalize the topic of acentos. So long.